Hey, everybody, in the run up to CES 2026 in Las Vegas, I'm super excited to chat about the future of SD with the president of the SD Association, of course, the innovators behind the ubiquitous storage standard that powers all of our connected mobile devices these days. Yossi, how are you?
Thank you, Evan. Thank you for hosting me.
Well, thanks for being here. Of course, everyone knows what SD cards are. But what is the SD Association? Maybe you could talk about that in your journey as president.
Yes, sure. Well, the SD Association is the organization that defines the global standards. It means ensuring the interoperability, performance, and so on of removable SD memory cards, which become a very popular storage media, as you mentioned. While many people think of cameras and phones when they hear SD memory card, the technology is used in far more places. Today, it's powering phone, drones, cars, AI devices, and many more. And the newly introduced high-performance SD cards, which SD Express cards, which I hope that we will talk about that more. Opens really many more use cases, I hope. And think of SD as the common language for data storage. SD memory cards are used in billions of devices, and if probably most know, and allowing products from many different companies to work seamlessly together. We have about 800 member organizations in the SD Association. Wow. From memory devices, chip makers, PCs, even connector vendors, all collaborate with the within the SD Association to keep the SD memory cards fast, secure, and universally compatible. Okay, that's the main thing. And today, I think as the AI, gaming, and other connected devices continue to generate massive amounts of data, SD helps keep the data local, okay? So devices can work faster, more efficiently. In fact, the big leap in performance increase in SD Express, which we will talk, I hope, may open totally new use cases and invite all product manufacturers to consider this card as totally a new type of resource, I hope.
Fantastic. And your organization has been around for 25 years now, so happy birthday.
Yes.
Was that the origin of the 25 years ago? Was the first SD card or SD standard?
25 years ago, the first standard was introduced in the year 2000. Yes.
Amazing. And so you mentioned SD Express. I wasn't familiar with that. What makes it such a big deal, and why is its performance? How is its performance so much better?
Well, if you think of all SD memory cards as a reliable transportation, then I would say that the SD Express is the high-speed train. Okay, I would say it uses PCIe and NVMe technology, which is the same as used in modern SSDs, and even for SD card using PCIe Gen 3, a single lane, which is the first standard of SD Express card, it means about nine times faster than the existing standard SD card. And if you take the one with PCIe Gen 4 by 2 lanes, it's even 40 times faster. And the random performance is also more than 10 times faster than the regular standard card. This upgrade of interface type with all the implication, in fact, is matter to all. I think it's the devices like handheld cameras, edge systems can perform like they have a built-in SSD while staying flexible and expandable. Consumer benefit from faster capture, transfer, and access to data. Manufacturers gain design flexibility, building smaller devices, allowing users to expand storage later. Design flexibility means also potential new use cases for SD cards, which could never be imagined before we had the existing in the past with the existing limited performance.
Amazing.
Because of this speed performance, we are seeing a growing adoption across the ecosystem, and the major memory and controller brands already utilize SD Express, and the PC manufacturers are adding host support, and it's becoming the standard way to get SSD level performance in portable format, which is very nice.
Fantastic. And in terms of capacity, it's been amazing to see 1 and 2 terabyte cards available from SanDisk and others. I mean, the scale and the growth and storage capacity performance has just been phenomenal. What's the limit? Where do you see capacity headed over the next couple years?
You're talking about the SDUC, the ultra capacity cards. It's the new upgraded capacity range that we introduced also together with the SD Express. But it's unrelated directly to the SD Express. It's just a enhanced capacity, and it's above 2 terabytes up to 128 terabytes. Okay,
Wow.
this is the range. However, it's obviously depending on the capability of the technology of being able to condense such a amount of memory in such a small devices. We already heard about introducing or just coming cards with a 4 terabyte microSD with 4 terabyte and even 8 terabyte full-size SD card, which is really amazing.
Amazing. So you talk about this kind of storage, and it's not just about gaming and consumers anymore. You're talking about really enterprise applications, edge use cases, AI running on device instead of the cloud. I imagine that's a whole new universe that's opening up.
Yes, exactly. All the AI part is really very exciting us. I would say that AI might not be limited to massive data centers for much longer. As industries become more cloud dependent, the need for local and availability of data is increasing. And beside the evolving of huge data centers of artificial intelligence, an ongoing shift towards the edge is happening, bringing processing closer to where data is generated. Okay, so I hope that we could soon see advanced generative intelligence built right into everyday devices like dash cameras.
Wow.
It's called the AI at the edge. Okay, drones, industrial robots, even wearables, and these devices may handle a lot of local data and AI models. And SD Express gives them this answer, like giving a fast, secure way to store it. And all this shift towards edge computing means the data is processed close to where it is created instead of being sent to the cloud. And it is how a security camera can recognize a face instantly, or how a medical device can analyze information on the spot or whatever. And that kind of real-time intelligence depends on fast, reliable, local storage, which the SD Express can provide, hopefully. Maybe I would mention also that it's an opportunity that just recently we had a competition. The SD Express organized an SD Express student competition with a group of universities around the world, and we had about 21 projects from various highly graded universities that submitted all projects based on the NVIDIA Jetson Orin Nano platform. It's a AI-capable platform, along with the microSD Express internally used as a main memory inside. And most of the projects showed AI at the edge ideas, very nice things. And if the listeners would like to read more about it, they can go to the SDA website, and there is more information about the different projects and so on, which is very nice. It showed proved how SD Express technology can be valuable and enable such capabilities.
That's fantastic. Of course, security is increasingly a concern. I've never really thought about security on my SD cards, but encryption and new security features are really fundamental to most use cases, particularly in the enterprise. What kind of security features are you building into the SD standards over time?
Yeah, actually with the SD 9.0 specification, we introduced a few new security features, which is encrypted drive capability, also a capability to bind a certain product to the host, to a certain host. Various securities that can be used to store your data more securely, that it cannot be read by others, or doing a secure update of information, of data or firmware inside your systems and so on. So this is something that definitely also something that may help for all these AI usages of the new cards, hopefully.
Fantastic. And, as we look at CES coming up just in a few weeks, not sure if you'll be there, but I'll be there. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of new IoT innovation and all kinds of great stuff happening. But on the SD side, what innovation or trends are you looking forward to? Can you give us a peek into the future over the next, well, I wouldn't say 25 years, but maybe a year or two for SD technology?
Okay. Well, it's hard for. Usually as a standard organization, we are not exposing things that are going to be in the future. What I can tell you that we do work. We do believe that endurance and reliability of cards is something which become more and more required, and people's or different products care about that. So we are thinking about standardizing things that relates to that, and also ways of measuring performance, things that will make a common ways of measuring things and comparing things between different products. So these things that are currently we are working on, but very high level. Generally,
Fantastic.
Okay. Yes, please.
What are you excited about next year? How often do you get together and meet or virtually meet the members? And how can people get involved in the SD Association?
Yes. So we meet we have 2 general assembly meetings every year, which is by the bylaws. Okay, so we meet face to face at least twice a year in the fall and in the spring. And we have this, usually it's about 3 days of meeting, 2 meetings of some interesting keynotes, half of the day, and then we're doing a working sessions. We have a compliance committee, a technical committee that are working on the next specifications or how to promote the SD spec. And also we have the board meetings around that, and this is the main meetings. If there are required more meetings, we are doing that. We have also recently a strategy meeting that we are doing also once a year. But on a general basis, we have conference calls that we are doing. For example, the technical group is the main technical specification group is meeting every week. The marketing committee is meeting once in a while. And this is done quite often. Our next meeting is going to be in March. As I said, we have almost 800 companies. However, the actual active companies is much less. Unfortunately, there are more companies that are interested on influencing the next generation standard, and some are just joining to get access to all the specifications and to get access about the next roadmaps or whatever. But we are definitely welcoming that, especially to have host vendors as many as possible, because it's having more companies and members the specs become better. So naturally, and we will be happy if we will have more members. How to join? You can go to sdcard.org. This is our website, and you can see there how to join. And we'll welcome any companies to join, obviously.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait to get my hands one day on an 8 terabyte ultra capacity card. Maybe you can give me the inside track so I can get it early. But in any case, thanks so much, Yossi, for joining. And I'm sure we'll see you and everyone at CES.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks.